I knew it. I knew it. This Liverpool Football Club, when they play bad, especially against a big team, it takes one bit of magic. One bit of magic. That was from Dominic Szoboszlai tonight with that dirty free kick. When he came up and lined up for it, oh my god, I knew he was feeling himself. Because whenever he's on form and he's playing well, especially he was playing right back as well, but he was everywhere, linking up play, all everything, especially when most of the players in that team, especially the guys in the midfield, are playing poorly today. Szoboszlai, when he's on a roll and then there's a free kick or edge of the box, turn and shoot, you want Szoboszlai to be on the end of it because he is cash money. He is cash money. This guy's very inconsistent. When he's playing bad, his shots, free kicks, all of that, all over the place. When he's on form and he's playing good, you give the ball to him. You let him release the ball outside of the box, and 9 times out of 10 he'll get it in. It's tried and tested. I've seen it happen so many times. But before we get to that bit, let's talk about that first half. First half, Liverpool poor, completely poor. Midfield was awful. Especially Gravenberch, just decision making all over the place. McAllister, it's like he played like he hasn't played in 6 months. Like he's basically been rusty. Like I don't know what's up with him. He's been there. I think he's been their worst player on the pitch. Honestly, McAllister's just like link. He couldn't even do the simple link up play without mispassing it. Just yeah, like couldn't look after the ball well. It was just like. And then like someone like Florian Wirtz was struggling at the end of it, and I think he played a decent game, mainly in the second half. But first half, Wirtz was too far back, way too far back. If I'm Slot, I'll be telling him, unless it's a corner, unless it's defending a corner, you stay on the attacking half. Don't ever come back into the defensive half. Let McAllister and Gravenberch sort that out. You stay near Ekatike. You stay near Gakpo or Salah. Stay on that side. Be near them. And you kind of notice that in the second half. And as for Arsenal, first half attacking wise, they were good. But the problem is, wasn't anything at the end of it. I think they only had one shot in the game. They hardly took any proper shots. Madueke was trying to do things, but then he just gets cornered into one side because he's so one-footed that they found him out, and he was the only outlet for them because Martinelli, oh my god, you are useless. Gyökeres, a hold-up play wasn't it. It was just bouncing off of him. He's strong but doesn't know how to use his strength properly. The guy is more of a transition player, and I know in the first half they were playing a bit more transition, but it still wasn't working. They weren't getting as much service to him. It just wasn't working for Arsenal in the first half, even though I think they played better in the first half. Calafiori was the only other guy other than Madueke that attacking wise was trying to give some threats. Rice missing again. I don't know what to tell you. He's a good player, very good player, but that's twice he's gone missing now. Second half, that's when I think Liverpool cop-end Anfield. It doesn't matter. This is what I'm talking about. When it's Liverpool playing Anfield, especially against a big team, especially a big team like Arsenal, they can play crap all game. The goal is gonna come. Something will come up. Either it comes from Salah, but it didn't. Salah's been crap all game. I don't think he held on the ball for more than a second today. Ekatike was a bit meh. He couldn't get involved too much in the game, but he wasn't too bad. Definitely better than Gyökeres. But second half, just the momentum. I felt like Slot gave him a head slap on every player because they just started pressing more. Wirtz was pressing, Ekatike, Salah, Gakpo, even McAllister at times, even though he was still poor in the second half, but Wirtz especially woken up. I think this was his best game, even though it was mainly the second half where he was playing his best until he got that injury. But I think that's the way you should be playing with Wirtz. He can press off the ball. He doesn't look like he can press, but he can press, as well as being that technical guy. Can link up with the striker, can link up with Gakpo, can link up with Salah. He was doing that. And then it's just the thing is they never got a clear-cut chance the same way Arsenal did, but luckily they got Szoboszlai at the end of it. And let me talk about Szoboszlai again. Forget about the goal now. The guy was everywhere. I find it funny that he plays right back, but he was actually doing well, and it suits him. It's not like Mateus Nunes' situation from Man City. He can overlap, he can underlap, he can invert, go in the middle. And then obviously, you know how he is. He's dangerous on the shot. He was just linking up play. He was doing the jobs of McAllister and Gravenberch, the two that were struggling. He was literally covering their asses the whole game. Playing very, very well all game. And it's obviously been his best game since he's been a right back. The only problem is because he was inverting so much. I think that's why Salah struggled so much. And Liverpool do need that right back. They need Jeremy Frimpong back. They're desperate for Jeremy Frimpong. But overall, I think was it Kirkes as well? It was basically the game for the two Hungarians. So on both flanks, they played very, very well. Kirkes kept Madueke at bay, even though he was the more attacking threat for Arsenal. But I think you can tell he's so one-footed that you could just keep him on one corner, show him on his right foot, his weak foot, and there's nothing much he can do. All he can do, the best Madueke can do in that situation is recycle the ball, pass it back to Timber, whoever's behind him, and that's it. That's all Kirkes had to do. He didn't even need to put in a tackle. Just stand up straight, don't jump in, just follow him, and that's it. That's as simple as that. That's all you had to do. But these are the games that like Arsenal need to actually just get the win. They've ever since Arteta's been at Arsenal, he's never beaten Liverpool. You need to, I don't know what happened. They didn't even play the jammy type of play as well, like getting the corner. They didn't even get that many corners, but they didn't get the jammy type of play where they got the corners in or the free kicks, or there was none of that from them. I felt like they were just, especially in the second half, they were just rattled. Arsenal were just rattled, and I'm not saying that they didn't even. Yeah, Arsenal were rattled. They played just timid in the second half. As soon as they got the first couple of presses from Liverpool, they just couldn't handle it. They couldn't pass out the back. It was just, I don't think they knew what to do. I don't think they had a game plan in the second half on what to do with it. They got on Odegaard. They got on Eze. Eze tried some stuff, and I think he was the most effective in the second half when he came on. Odegaard, again, I'm not. This is not me just being biased against him. It's not me because of following the trend of just cooking the guy. He needs to release the ball a bit quicker. Really needs to release the ball quicker. It's that simple. There was times where Dauman was through as well. It just didn't release it. He just needs to be a bit more snappy. You're losing the game 1-0. The game is going. The game is dwindling down. The time is going. The game doesn't last forever. You need something, especially you came in as a substitute. If you know you're a substitute and you came on the pitch and you're losing and it's the last few minutes of the game, bloody go and get the wing. I don't honestly, fans won't get pissed at you if you take risks and it just fails. Just try something. Even take a shot. Really do a scoop pass over the players. Do whatever. Try something. You're already losing. There's nothing. You got nothing more to lose. It's as simple as that. But overall, this is how with Liverpool, even though they've not played well and it's still not the perfect display of football, they got the win. And they're champions, and they've got 3 wins out of 3. Was it 4 wins out of 4? I can't remember if we played 3 or 4 games. Pretty sure it was 3. But before I end it, I just want to talk about these injuries. Konate, Saliba, Verts. It's just adding on to the list of injuries. What was it? Saka injured as well before the break. Shirky as well, apparently out for a while. Cunha the other day. It's getting ridiculous. These injuries are getting ridiculous. I know it's the start of the season. Do I really say it's the game and the amount of games they're playing and all? I don't know, because it's the start of the season. But at the same time, it is because these guys' summer breaks have been short. Even forget about the Club World Cup. Even without the Club World Cup, this break was too short because you kept squeezing everything and you just wanted to put competition after competition after competition. They barely had a break. I feel like most of these players without the Club World Cup only had like 2-3 weeks off. That's it, and then they're back in their team. It's not fair, man. Don't care if you're. People will say, "Oh, they're getting paid millions, millions, millions." Money. Try throwing money at ACL. Try throwing money at a hamstring. Dumbasses. But anyways, like, subscribe, and peace.